Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. It's the Utah Utes and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Utah head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So the Utah Utes offense will have the football first. And out to lead this offense is Devin Dampier, one of the better quarterbacks in the country, a lot of talent and the ability to elevate his team. This is what we expected, this crowd ready to make its presence known.
And I can just tell you, man, just by watching the tape of this dude at the quarterback spot, I don't like it. And I say that, I don't like it from a defensive perspective because he's just got so much speed. He can put so much stress on a defense, and it's just one guy. Break one tackle, can take it to the house, Palmer. It's a rare combination that what this guy can do. He can just take off in the blink and kill defenses.
Must be nice, because I have no idea what it feels like, but to be able to run that fast and stress a defense, that's got to feel pretty good, at least if you're on offense, right? Because not only do you have to focus on our running back, and not only do you have to focus on all of our weapons on the perimeter, because this guy can throw and hurt you as well, but you're right. If he makes you miss and he gets in the second level, this dude is gone.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And the Utes will call on their punt team. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Mississippi State's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Bluff Bothwell, one of the better running backs in all of college football and a vital cog in this offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. Sends it back in motion. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. They were all over it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a third and long. Here's the give to Bothwell. Driven back.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage, because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To throw, it's Dampier. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
The Utes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
In the backfield, it's Johnson. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Second and long here. They'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Evans. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Bulldogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looking to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Snags it quickly on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a give to Parker. Spins away from the defender. Got him right there.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Again, it's Wayshawn Parker. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. Breaks into the open. Past the 6. Past the 30. The 10. To the house. Touchdown, Utes! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Holds on, it's Evans.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll give it to Fluff. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Taylor wants to throw. Complete. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why.
Running free. Oh, he got loose. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Just gets rid of that one.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Got it. Couldn't quite nudge punch it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And the Utes will send out the punt unit. Fields the punt. He gets a block. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now the toss. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you.
Hits him in stride at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Taylor wants to throw it. He's got him in the flat. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And after getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They'll run it with Bothwell. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll run for it. It's Parker. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Dampier.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Parker. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. The Utes headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. Throws it off the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
And the Utes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Drops back. It's Dampier. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. On the move. And down he goes back at the 3. Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves. And it's Kennesaw State setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game in Stark Vegas. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
And the Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Mississippi State head coach at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Now give it to Fluff. Nowhere to go.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll send the back in motion. Needs it here on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's past the sticks. Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they closed the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Quickly to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Utes will hustle to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they liked because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Parker. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Long way to go on 2nd down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Utah!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On 1st down, it's Bothwell again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Pulls it again on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Finds his target. Across the 25, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Oh, pressure's coming. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. This game will officially be in the books shortly. Gives us a minute to check out the top 12 and the scoreboard and see how those teams vying for playoff spots are doing. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Look out! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! Huge 3 points to make it a two-possession game.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Got his man in the middle.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
At the 45, on his way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Here's Wayshawn one more time. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the red zone, it's Parker. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. He'll get rid of it. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll start on the ground with Bothwell. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Turns it upfield. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Parker again. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Fires to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Pulls it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 2nd and long here. Hits inside. It's Parker. He'll be dropped. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to have it here on 4th down. Rushes on. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Still running at the 40. Turns on the Jets. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldog. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Taylor wants to throw. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations.
Caught, and he's got room. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The snap sets up the throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. They're all over it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Pulls it on the option. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on fourth. Plows through the defense. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Long way to go on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Short pass. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.